Now today I'm going to do a demo on how to paint a 2.4 metre high door, or 7 foot in the old measurements. Now when painting a door like this, it's a little bit difficult to reach the top, so one of the best ways I find is to apply the final coat with a roller. Now generally with first coats I'll tend to roll it and then lay it off with a brush, but obviously you need to use a ladder to reach the top of the door. The biggest reason for using a roller and a pole is when doing the final coat, you can go all the way from the top down to the bottom without leaving any join marks. So with this door here, I've already gone through and dusted the whole door down, and I've also gone through and painted the edges. So all I'm going to do now is roll the door. Now rolling the door is a little bit like rolling a wall. Now in this case I'm going to use plenty of paint because I want to make sure the colour covers. It's a white, so it hasn't got very good coverage. So I start in the centre of the door, work the paint to the edges. Now I'm not going to force too much paint out of this roller because, as I said, I want it to cover. Be careful when you go to the top not to roll the roller right onto the top edge of the door. Also, when you're dusting, make sure you clean the top edge, just in case you do get the roller up there, you don't get a whole heap of dust and crap on your roller. So I'll leave that like that is. So once again, it's a bit like painting a wall. You start in the centre with the paint, roll it out. Now get a little bit more paint. Now the first thing I should have done, which I forgot to do, was cut the bottom of the door in. Which is actually the first thing you should do. So I've actually got this on a couple of blocks, just keeping it off the ground. A little bit more paint. Also make sure you go sideways at the bottom of the door to get rid of as many brush marks as possible. Now I'm going from bottom to top and back down again. Just trying to spread the paint out evenly. Now when I've got the door at this stage, it's a good idea to check just to make sure there's no little lumps or, a couple of bits of fur that have come off the roller. If they have, just go through, wipe it off with your finger or a rag. Now why I prefer a finger is if you use a rag, you'll tend to leave more lint on the door. Whereas you use the finger, there is no lint on your finger, so it should be fine. So if you have to do that, then just roll over that little bit to get it smooth again. So what I'll do is another little bit there. So I'll roll across the bottom again. Then I'm going over fairly lightly. I go all the way from top to bottom again. Now I like my doors nice and smooth, and I try to take as much orange peel out as I can. So once I've got it to there, once again, I'll roll along the bottom. This will get rid of any stop marks when you go up and down. Now for the final layoff, I'll start at the top, come down gently, take the roller off, go at the top again, like so. Now this is only very lightly, I've got no pressure on the roller. It's basically just the weight of the roller doing it. So that looks quite good. I'm happy with that. Now, just say you have a few doors to paint like I have here. You think your door looks a little bit orange peely. Now what you can do, you can actually roll back over it. Generally, when you've done one face of a door and you do the other face, you can go back and re-roll the first face. So what I'm going to do here is I'll roll across the bottom again, and then I'm just going to gently roll over it. Now this door was only finished just before I started painting that one. So this will actually even take more of the orange peel out. So depending on how smooth you want your doors to look. Now I'm going to do that once more. Now you can do this with smaller sized doors as well. And the roller I'm actually using is a mohair. Sorry, a microfiber. So there we go, I've laid that off again. Now if I want, I can paint this door and then go back and lay this one off again. And it just takes away that orange peel. So that's just been a bit of a demo on how to paint taller doors, and you can still use the same process on normal sized doors.